Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming to class. We are going to start laying down. So have a strap and a block near you so that you can use those. We're going to use those while laying down. And if you want, feel free to put a little light something under your head, as long as it's not too bulky. You don't want to throw your alignment off. You want to one, be comfortable, and two, keep your alignment, especially at the back of the head and neck, in a good place. I was going to say in alignment, but so come on down, everybody, and maybe your legs. Well, go ahead and straighten the legs for now, as long as it's okay for your lower back. If that feels yucky, then bend the knees and keep your feet on the floor. And see if you can start to find the center of your body on your mat, right? So, what does that mean? The hips kind of level out here, and I feel myself resting on the sacrum. My shoulders feel pretty square to the mat. One doesn't feel higher than the other. And then maybe let your hands rest on your belly, one high and one low. Notice if your chin is really reaching up toward the ceiling, and if it is, just drop that chin down, really lengthening the back of the neck or raising the head more if you need to. And then just feel what's happening in your body as you lay here. You know, we may lay this way in bed, but we generally don't lay this way on the floor, right? On this hard surface that doesn't have any give. And so the body then has to find the give as opposed to the surface we're laying on. So start by taking some nice deep breaths in and exhaling them out. Start to soften the belly, the jaw, the chest. And notice if your body is willing to soften here. And if you're still feeling some crankiness somewhere, bend the knees, let the feet come to the floor. We'll be there soon. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing ourselves to the center of our mats, the center of our practice. And then bring the legs into alignment, so as if you were standing on the floor and you were in mountain pose. So the legs come back to neutral. The feet are pointing in the same direction. The toes are pointing up toward the ceiling. Go ahead and take the arms overhead, but just relax the arms. So the legs are at attention, but the arms are relaxed. The elbows are bent. I have my palms face up. I'm allowing the shoulders to start to open, the chest opening a little bit, the legs more active, and then just squeeze the glutes as you press the arms, elbows, backs of hands toward the floor. And then release all that. Good. And again, start to engage the glutes, the hips. Press back through the arms and shoulders and release. One more, just like that. Breathe and release. Good. And then let those arms come back down to your sides. Bend both of your knees. Let your feet come to the floor and alternately tilt and tuck your pelvis. Nice and easy again. And then come to a neutral pelvis, walk your feet together so that your inner ankles are touching, and then let one knee fall out to the side, just one knee. And just pause here. So slow start to class. It's early, even though it's 10 o'clock by clock, it's 9 o'clock in our bodies. So I want you to notice, right, how this feels is the inner thigh of the one leg drops out to the side. Try to relax, don't make it bigger or more than it is. And then take that leg up, go to the other side, drop that knee. You might notice one side tighter than the other. You might notice more of a shift of the hips on one side or the other. Deep breath. And bring that knee up. Let both knees go out to the side, both soles of the feet touching each other. Again, not shifting. If you feel the lower back, lengthen the tailbone. So you might have seen, well, I don't know how you could have seen, but I just lifted my hips and I lengthened the lower back and the tailbone and then set the hips back down so that I had less tension in my lower back. And then if you're comfortable, just rock a little side to side. Allowing the legs to stretch, allowing the inner thighs to get a good stretch here. And then settle the legs back to center. The knees are still out to the sides, but you're not rocking side to side. Pause here. And using the hands, bring both knees back to center. Grab your strap, everybody. Take the strap around your right foot. Take the right foot up to the ceiling. Your left foot is on the floor. Your left knee is bent. We're just hanging on. We're going to stretch the back of the right hamstring. Find your breath here. And then straighten the left leg, but don't let it touch the floor. Don't let the foot touch the floor. You're holding the strap with your right hand. Bring the left knee into your chest and then straighten it out. So it's not touching. If this is too much, just straighten the leg and let it stay. Good. And stretch. Good. Two more, just like that. Exhale. Good. Last one. Stretch. Hold it here. Flex the right foot. Left leg extended. Keep the strap on your foot, but let go of it if you can and reach both arms up toward the ceiling. Flex your wrists as if those hands are pressing up to the ceiling. Hold right there. Use your breath. Release, bend your left knee, put that foot back on the floor. Grab that strap, take the strap out or take the right leg out to the right side. Use your left knee as a counterpoint by pressing the left knee out to the left side, leveling out those hips again, flexing the foot, finding your breath, stretching that inner leg. Take that leg all the way up, crisscross your thighs. So your left knee is pointing toward the right and your right leg is reaching out toward the left. Level the hips again. And take it up to center, bend the knee, release your strap. Straighten both legs. Get a sense of what that feels like. Does one side feel different than the other? And then bend both knees. Take the strap around your left foot. Bring that left leg up toward the ceiling. Start with a nice, easy stretch here, an easy stretch of the left back of the leg. If you flex the left foot, you're going to get a little more stretch through the back calf muscle as well. And then straighten the right leg, but don't let it touch the ground. Bring that knee to your chest and release it out. Good. Couple more, or five total. Just working with the hips. Notice what the left leg wants to do or not do. Like stay there. Good. Two more. Squeeze knee in and release. Last one. Squeeze that knee in. Release. Let it hover. Flex that foot, everybody. Keep the strap where it is, but release it. Take both arms up. Turn the palms up toward the ceiling. Flex both of your feet and breathe. Good. Grab your strap, bend the right knee, put that foot back on the floor, take the left leg out to the left, let the right knee be a counter balance by going out to the right side. You got it. And then bring everything to center, crisscross, crisscross applesauce. Breathe, feel that stretch. Woo. Always those hips, right? And back to center, everybody. Bend your knee, release your strap, set your strap aside, but keep it nearby in case you need it. Grab your block. If you can, and this is where your strap may come in, you're going to bend your right knee, bring your right knee to your chest, take that block behind your right thigh, hold on to it, and then straighten your right leg. Good. And then bend and straighten, but you're pressing the block into the back of your thigh and you're pressing the thigh back into the block. Good. One more here. Straighten the leg, hold, extend the left leg. Here we are again in this L shape. Nice tone to the belly. Find your breath. Woo, press that leg into your strap or into your block. Sorry. The strap would be here if you cannot hold on to your block for some reason. And breathe. Good. Take the left leg up, switch that block to the other side, lower the right leg, press that block into your thigh, press the thigh back into it. So we're not locking out the knee, the block is above the knee, but we're pressing the thigh back in space. And then just bend and straighten a couple times. Breathe. And then next time it is straight, hold, lift the right leg, find that energy. Take the right leg up, grab that block with both legs between your shins. I have mine on the second width. I'm gonna squeeze the block, flex both feet, press the hands down to the floor. Press the shoulders down to the floor, squeeze, maybe take those legs a little bit away from you. So now we've got this diagonal with the legs, obviously using our core. Take the arms up to the ceiling, flex the hands, bring the arms overhead enough to mimic downward facing dog. Flex the feet, feel the sit bones rise up, which means they're actually heading toward the floor a little bit. Breathe, downward facing dog. Bring everything back to center. Think forward fold. Grab your block, hold on to your block, lower the right leg about 2/3 of the way. Turn the right foot slightly out to the side. Press the block up toward the ceiling. Pyramid pose. Stay level on your sacrum. Don't flatten your lower back. Take the right leg up. Lower the left leg about 2/3 of the way. Turn it out just slightly. Breathe. Squeeze the belly. Keep a small space behind your lower back. Woo. Take that leg up, bend both knees, release everything, knees to chest, and stretch that out, everybody. Roll those knees to one side. Come on up. Most of you have your blanket there. You can take that blanket, move it down so that it'll be underneath your knees instead. Your blocks are going to come up toward the front of your mat. We're going to use those in just a little bit. Find table pose. Tone in through the belly. Press your right leg back. Hold it there. Squeeze that belly. Lift the leg, everybody. Breathe. Extend out through the left arm. So just a little balancing table, nice and easy this morning. Find your breath. Place that hand back down to the floor. Drop your right foot so you're on your toes in ball mound. Extend out through the left leg. Find plank pose. Breathe. Notice, squeeze. Good. Lower one knee, lower the other knee if you want or would like. Press back through puppy stretch or child just for a second and come on up. No rest for the weary. Good. Tone in through the belly. Press the left leg straight up. Level out the hips, everyone. Imagine you're pushing that leg into a wall. Extend out through the right arm. Just a simple little balancing table. We do these so often. Not that it's not hard, but it is simple. Breathe. Lower the hand. Lower the foot. Plank pose. Engage the outer hips. Press yourself away from the floor. Know that you can always take the knees down. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower one knee, lower the other knee. Maybe reach back and stretch. Deep breath. Come on back up. Go back to the right leg. Tone in, lift the leg, hold, left arm out. Breathe. Notice, is this one easier? Is this one harder? Hand down, foot down, plank pose. Breathe. Listen up. You're going to drop your right knee. You're going to kickstand that baby out. You're going to turn your left foot. Adjust your right hand, come up sideways. Only if you want, lift the top leg, flex that foot, press the tailbone forward, and breathe. Lower the foot, lower the hand, undo the kickstand, and put the left knee back where it was. All right, second side, press out through the left leg, lift the left leg, extend through the right arm, balancing table. Lower that hand, lower the left foot, come to plank, breathe, squeeze, draw the hips toward the center. Imagine you're squeezing a block. And then lower the left knee, kickstand that knee out, adjust the right foot, maybe lift, maybe not. That foot can stay on the floor. Find your breath. Release that down, release the knee down. Maybe it's just a tiny little puppy stretch hero pose, something. Stretch out your back. We've got one more round here. Come on up. This time change, by the way, the spring forward, I don't like it. It always messes me up. I don't know why. All right, just throwing that in there just for the heck of it. All right, so last round here. Back to where we started. We're doing everything we did before. We're going to add one more thing. So press the right leg back. Tone in through the belly, lift that leg, extend through the left arm, balancing table. Feel your core working, engage the back body. Breathe. Lower the hand, lower the foot, keep the toes curled under, find plank, and breathe. You got this, everybody. Listen up. You're going to turn both feet to the side and come to side plank. That is an option. Breathe. You're going to take that hand down, back to neutral. Lower your right knee. Kickstand that baby out. Come to side, whatever. Quarter moon, half side plank. There's all kinds of, I don't know what this pose is called. Breathe, everybody. And lower down. Whew. Good. Shake out that wrist. I know it's getting chatty. One more, one side. So there's two ways to do that one, right? You could do the half side plank and then full side plank. I find that a little bit trickier to get into because you got to get that knee off the floor. So I like kind of this version better. But if you feel so moved, you can do it the other way. Let's do second side, left foot out. Level out the hips, lift that leg. Extend out through the right arm. Balancing table, you're looking down on your mat. You're not lifting your head, your neck, your chin. Lower the hand. Lower the foot. Plank pose. Strong poses, everybody. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Notice. All right, we're shifting both heels to the left. I like the scissor version of side plank. Breathe, press out, strengthening this upper body. Good, lower that hand. Woo. Lower the left knee, kickstand it out. Come to side, half, whatever. Maybe the yogis out there. I know there's a name for this. I actually found it the other day, but I couldn't tell you what it was. Good. Lower everything down. Take the hand down. Come on down to puppy stretch or child's pose. Try to, if you're in child's pose, turn the palms face up. Maybe curl your wrists. Good job, everybody. Just shake out those wrists. Come on to table pose, just long enough to come to downward facing dog. Think about what we did on the floor, right? The legs were diagonal. The arms were diagonal. Our pelvis was neutral. Breathe. Imagine squeezing a block between the legs. Imagine, in fact, everybody bend the knees and press the thighs back, straightening the legs. Find your breath. And then take your feet big and wide on your mat, really wide. Walk those hands back. If your blanket is there, you can throw that blanket off your mat. Bend the knees, hands come to knees. Come on up, everybody. Woo. And just shake all that out. Good. Come to mountain pose. Give me a good arm circle there. Early morning planks. And other side. And shake them all out, just like let all that tension go. Come on up to the front of your mat, grab your blocks. Take your blocks either second or highest level. We can all start high, that'd be all right. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Pause here, nice forward fold. Again, what did we do on the floor, right? We had our arms up, our legs up. trying to find that neutral-ish spine using our breath. And then step back with the right leg. Just come into one of your normal lunges here. Keeping the blocks up high makes this pose, I think anyway, a lot easier, a lot more accessible because we don't have so much body weight to pull it, or gravity to push us down to the floor. And then look at your back foot. Step up a little half step and then drop the heel to the inside. I mean, if anything, my toes would probably be pointing to like 1 o'clock, or yeah, 1 o'clock. It's not very far. And then begin to straighten the front leg. Pyramid pose. Again, we did this when we were laying down on the floor. If you're comfortable and you have the range, you can lower your blocks. Draw the shoulders back, lengthen through the spine, feel the deep crease of that front hip as the torso moves over it. I always think of imagining moving my body over something, but not rounding. Hold here. Allow your body to explore this. And then bend your front knee, readjust your back foot to a lunge. Leave your right hand where it is. Take the left arm up. Just a nice little twist here. Finding that body, using the front leg, front thigh, but pressing through the back. Exhale, hand down. You're going to push off your back foot and step forward. Shake it all out. Bend both knees. Come on up. Exhale to your heart. Roll the shoulders down. Release those hands. Just shake them out. All right, take the arms up. Exhale all the way down. Whoo, here we are again. Maybe shake those hips out, right? What's your body saying to you this morning? Besides, I'd rather go back to bed, right? What are we feeling like this morning? Feel free to keep the blocks up nice and high for the first lunge. Soften the knees, step back with your left leg and find your normal lunge. What is it for you? Ideally, front knee and front ankle line up. Ideally, we are pressing solidly through the entire front foot while pressing straight back with the back leg. Breathe. Short, teeny hop up. Drop the back heel, let the toes splay out to the side a little bit, and straighten your front leg. Keep the blocks up high or lower them by one. Notice the front foot. Is it straight forward? Is the knee straight forward? Is the hip reaching back? Can we drive the thigh back without locking the knee? Deep, deep breath, everybody. Bend your front knee. Reposition your back foot. You're back in your lunge. Leave the left hand on your block. Take the right arm up. Smile, everyone. Exhale, hand down. Push off your back foot. Step forward. Bend both knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Good. Shake that all out. Good. So far, so good. So far, so good. Good. Shake it out. And back to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Come halfway up and breathe. Watch the back of the knee. Super easy to lock out there. And then exhale, let your forward fold be your forward fold. Where do you feel that? Soften the knees, step back right leg into a lunge. Fire up the legs. Imagine squeezing a block between those legs. Take the left arm up. Come into a nice, easy twist. Easy, easy. Don't force that arm, Betty. Keep it more level. Breathe. Exhale, hand down. Short hop up. drop the back foot or back heel. But if you look, your toes are pointing more forward than sideways. The front hip wraps back. The torso lengthens, pyramid pose. Big deep breath. Whew. Say good morning to your hamstrings. Bend your front knee. Listen up. I want you to stamp both feet right where they are, pressing them down. Take your hands to your front knee. Lift your chest. Engage the belly. Squeeze your back glute. Take the arms up, warrior one. And notice. Spreading out the toes of the front, the front leg, feeling the ball mound, lengthening the back leg, back thigh. Exhale, hands down, everybody. Straighten that back foot and step forward. Bend both knees, come on up. Exhale, let it go. Roll your shoulders. Shake it all out. All right, round two, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Oh, good. Come halfway up and just feel this. How do we lift up through the sit bones and lengthen down through the tailbone, finding this just lovely L shape-ish, right? Forward fold. Big deep breath. Release that, come to your full forward fold. Soften the knees, step back, left leg, come into your lunge. You are welcome to stay here working with that, using the back glute, straightening the back foot. We've been saying that for a couple of classes now. If you look back and you can see your back heel, just see if you can straighten the foot so you don't see the back heel. If not, don't worry about it. All right, left hand stays where it is. Right arm goes up. Nice, easy twist. Exhale, let that go. Tiny hop up, drop your back heel. Shake it out as the front leg straightens and we come to pyramid pose. Straight is always a relative term in my mind because your hamstring might not allow a straight knee without straining. So keep it relative for your body. Press through both legs, deep in the front hip crease. And then stamp those feet where they are, bend the front knee. Take your hands to your knee, lift your chest. Take the arms up, warrior one. Find your breath here. Pressing through the back leg, back heel if you can. It's a tricky pose. Exhale all the way down. Listen up, set your blocks forward, drop your hands, step back to down dog. Let's take a momentary break. Pedal it out. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lower your knees. Maybe consider taking the knees wide and coming back to puppy stretch or child's pose. Find your breath. All right, come on up, everybody. Table pose to down dog. Feet wide. Play with that width. Like I always take my feet to the edges of my mat, but right now I have them outside my mat. Kind of an interesting change here. And then walk your hands back. Bend the knees, hands come to your knees, your head comes up, your chest comes up, and then you stand up and shake that out. How's everybody feeling? Good, good, good. Everything good? All right. Let's take it again. So we're going to add on to what we just did. One more if my brain can keep it all straight. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Oh. Again, notice, take yourself halfway up. You can come to fingertips on your blocks, flat hands on your blocks, however it feels to you. And then the belly tones in, that lengthens the tailbone, yet the sit bones lift up. And we find our breath. On the next exhale, let it be your forward fold. Soften the knees, step back right leg. We've been here before. Everything is going to feel very familiar. Breathe. Nice solid lunge, everyone. Your right hand stays on the block. The left arm comes up. We reach the back heel back, finding our breath. Think of that wingspan getting longer from one arm to the other arm. And then exhale, that hand comes down, the back foot drops, the front leg straightens, and we're back to pyramid pose. Breathe. Notice. Bend the front knee, everybody. If you feel like you might be a little long for your warrior one, just shorten up the pose a little bit. Make sure the front hip is rolling back. Hands come to your knee. Take the arms up. Warrior one. Press through both legs. Watch the front knee. Make sure it's not rolling into the middle. And breathe. Here's our addition. Hands come down. One, you're here, you're perfectly happy here. Two, walk those blocks forward, stamp the front leg, and lift the back leg. Again, we did this on the floor. Breathe. And just lower that leg next to your other leg. Back to a forward fold. Soften the knees. Hands come to your knees, lift your head, get your equilibrium, and then press and stand. Shake it out. Big deep breath. Big exhale. All right, second side, take it up. Exhale down. Find your breath. Come halfway up. Play here. If you're halfway up, what happens if you wiggle one hip to the other hip? Right? What happens if you come into the center of the feet? It's very easy to be heavy in the heels here. What does it feel like if you stay right at the center line of your feet? Good. Release that halfway and take your forward fold. Soften the knees, step back left leg, adjust your pose so that you are in a nice lunge. Belly tones in, the back glute squeezes. Left hand where it is, right arm goes up. Deep breath here. Exhale, hand comes back down. Tiny hop up as we drop the back heel, finding pyramid pose. The front hip draws back. The back hip maybe draws forward slightly. Try to avoid rounding your upper back. Just keep your torso long. I'd rather be halfway up here in pyramid pose than down and rounded, overly rounded. I'll say that. Good. Plant those feet. Bend the front knee. Adjust as you need to. Take your hands to your knees and then up to warrior one. Holding on to that big beach ball above your head. Breathe. Exhale, hands down. One, you're here, you're perfectly happy. Two, you're going to walk the blocks forward. Stamp the front foot to lift, to find this variation of warrior three. Level out the hips. Lower the lifted leg. Woo. Bend both knees, hands to knee. Come on up. Shake it all out. That's a good little flow there, right? Oh, you okay, Miss Betty? Yep. All right, shake all that out. Maybe grab your wrist, give them a little squeeze. So we're gonna put all of that together one more time, and then we'll be done with that. And by all together, I mean from the floor all the way up. So your blocks are nearby. We're just gonna make our way to the floor like good yogis. Inhale up, exhale forward, fold, step back, down dog. Lower your knees. Child's pose. Breathe. Remember, you can always take a break. You can always rest. Table pose. Here we go, loves. Table pose, draw the belly in, press the right leg back, tone in, lift the right leg, extend the left arm. I did say we're going all the way back to the beginning. Breathe. Whew. Lower the left hand, lower the right foot. Give me a solid plank. We won't hold anything too long. Breathe. Turn both heels to the side, side plank. Lower. Sorry. Hand down, right knee down only. Kickstand that knee out, turn to the side, maybe lift. Big deep breath. Lower the foot, lower the hand. Turn yourself back around, downward facing dog. Hold. Left foot steps forward. Your blocks come into play. You're in a lunge, the left hip is back, the torso is long. When and if you're ready, the right hand stays where it is, the left arm reaches up, nice twist. Deep breath. Exhale that hand down, short hop up, pyramid pose. Breathe. Bend the front knee, hands to your knee. Take the arms up, find warrior one. Try to unscrunch your front toes. Big deep breath. Hands come down. Blocks walk forward, the back leg lifts. You got it. Listen up. Lower your right leg next to your left. Bend both knees. Plant the hands. Step back, down dog. Shake it out. Lower the knees. Second side, and then we are done with this. Left leg presses back. Lift the leg. Extend the right arm. Use your breath, everybody. Lower the hand, lower the foot, extend the other leg. Plank, plank. Breathe. Turn both heels to your left. Find side plank. Breathe. Lower the hands, straighten the feet. Lower the left knee, kickstand, turn to your side. Maybe lift that leg. Lower all of that. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Your blocks come back to play. Left hand stays on the mat. Right arm reaches up. You got it. We're almost done. You can see the finish line. Exhale, hand down, everybody. Short hop up. Straighten the front leg. Here we are, pyramid pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Move all that energy and oxygen in and out of your body. Bend your front knee. Hands up, warrior two. I'm sorry, warrior one. Whew. Good. Last one. Hands down. Walk the blocks forward. Push off. Lift up. Hold. Lower the leg. Woo. Bend the knees. Take one block with you. Come on up. I realize I forgot like the halfway uplift, but that's fine. Who noticed? Nobody noticed. Take that out. Grab one block, just set it between the thighs. Give it a good squeeze. Like I need like a cheat sheet on the wall in front of me. Good. Just roll your shoulders, everybody. Right. So a lot of legs, right? No kidding. A lot of hamstrings, but whew, all that stuff on our hands, with our wrists, with our shoulders. A lot of work on that. So give me just a nice little circle, both directions. And then shake out those wrists. Good. I want to try a little balance work with you using the block. So feel free to be near a wall. Okay. So I don't know that you'll need it, but a wall's always lovely. You're going to take the block in your right hand, stand nice and tall, and then lift your left knee, take the block underneath your left thigh. So again, we kind of played with this on the floor. I want you to press the thigh gently down to your block, but keep that resistance, and then straighten the leg and breathe. Shoulders are down. Simple, again, balance pose does not mean it's not challenging. The block is giving us grounding. Think a warrior three, right? Or hand to big toe pose. And we're doing the same thing. Stand tall in the standing leg. Good. Bend the knee. Release your block. Shake that out. All right. Same thing, other side. Find mountain pose first. Block is in your left hand. Lift your right knee. Take the block underneath. Hold on to that block with both hands. Push down on the block gently. And then extend out. Shoulders are down and back. Low belly is toned. Standing leg getting a ton of work. No kidding. Big deep breath. Release and let go. Choice number one, you're going to do that one more time, both sides. Okay. Choice number two is we're not going to use the block this time, but we're going to think about how the thigh can press down, the back of the thigh presses down against this imaginary resistance. So standing in mountain pose, bring the left knee to your chest. Grab underneath your thigh with your hand. Right arm lifts up. One, you're here. Two, you're using the block. Three, extend out. Stand tall on that standing leg. Choice three, bend the knee, grab your toe or ankle. And breathe. Woo. And bend and release. Shake it out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shake it out. All right, last one, last side. You get to choose. However, wherever, block. I love the block. I really like that grounding feeling of using the block, or we just use our hand. So mountain pose. Shift into that left foot, lift the right, hold on to it with your right hand, take the left arm up. You're here, or you extend out and hold, or you can bend, grab ankle, shin, knee, toe, and take that up. Breathe and release. And shake that out. Holy moly. All right, I'm just going to bring my blanket up toward the front. We're coming down to the floor. Hallelujah. Come up to the front of your mat, everybody. Inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down. Step back to down dog. Shake it out. Breathe. Lower down to your knees and have a seat. Straightening the legs. Good. Just give your thighs a little nice little rub, right? They've worked very hard for you. And grab one block. Bend your right leg. Take the block behind your right thigh. Here we are again, right? Pushing that block into my thigh, resisting. With the other one, lean back and extend out. Whoo. Hold and breathe. Bend the left. See if you can just get that foot off the floor any amount, or extend out this funky little off kilter boat. Release. Let go, shake it out. I almost had the wall for a little bit of support there. I'll turn sideways. Ooh. All right, bend the left leg. Take the block underneath your left thigh. Push it in, lift it up, lean back, extend out. Breathe. One, you're here. This is lovely. Two, you're going to bend. See if you can. Oh, I can't get there. Okay. Lift. That one won't go as high. Breathe. And lower. Holy moly. Straighten both legs. Grab your block. Take it between your thighs. Give that a good squeeze, everybody. Good squeeze. Bend both knees. Hands behind, open the shoulders, lift the legs, squeeze your block, arms out, last one. Whew. And release. Set that block aside, have your strap near you. Whew. And come on down. Take this ponytail out because it's always in the way. I know, that feels good now, doesn't it? Good. Just sit for a moment or pause, lay down, but pause for a moment. Find your breath. Take your feet wider on your yoga mat and allow both knees to drop to the right. The arms go to cactus. And breathe. If you have any pain here in your knees or your hips, Adjust your legs. Maybe they shouldn't be as wide for you, or you can always take a block under the what would be the back legs thigh, the one that's kind of hanging in space. Just see if you can relax here a little. Maybe press very gently, press the tailbone forward. Good. As you come out of it, just start to take the back knee, which would be your left knee, take that up first until you can lift the other knee easily. Feet wide on the mat, both knees go to the left. Same thing, slight press of the tailbone forward. Breathe. Can you let go of any unnecessary tension here? Shoulders are soft and relaxed. Stretching through the front thigh, front psoas. Lift that back or right knee first, just some, just to take you out of the twist without pulling into your lower back. Grab both of your blocks. Take your feet and knees together. Allow the knees to roll out to your sides. Please use your blocks to underneath your knees or your thighs or anywhere so that this is restorative or restful and not work. So let your blocks be your cushion somewhere on your legs. The arms can be down at your sides or resting on the belly, which I tend to really like for these types of poses. Feel the shoulders squared on your mat. Feel your hips pretty much squared down on the mat as well. The legs resting out to the sides, the legs and knees supported by your block. Closing your eyes, allowing, just breathing. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Allowing the hips to relax, allowing the legs to relax. Breathe, everyone. Slowly bring the knees back together. One block under your sacrum, pause here. restorative bridge pose. That sacrum fully supported with your block, that block nowhere near your lower back. And then optional, taking the legs up, coming into an inversion. Letting the legs hover in space. Another nice thing you can do here is just a heavy Baddha Konasana. The soles come toward each other and the knees go out. So if you would rather play there, feel free. But otherwise, don't force anything. Don't do more than is needed here at the end of our class. Bending the knees, letting them come to chest. One foot to the floor, other foot to the floor. Pause a moment here and then press into your feet. Lift your hips, take your block out. Maybe take both blocks underneath the upper thighs and find Shavasana. Make a little noise adjustment here as everybody else settles. Feel your body resting. Hips heavy to the floor. Again, the shoulders square to your mat. Your hips square to the mat. The legs fully relaxed. Can we let go of the tension in our shoulders that wants to pull the shoulders forward? Feel your body settle down. Go softer still. For those of you ready, start to move your body in a way that feels good. Maybe you're circling your feet and ankles, starting to bend your knees, mindful that the blocks might be underneath you. And then drawing your knees to your chest, just rocking. Allow the knees to roll to one side. Curl over in fetal pose. And as you're ready, press up. Oh, come to a seat. I think it's our first seat of the day. Ooh, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Bow to your own inner strength and wisdom. Trust your guidance. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks, everybody. Come into class.